I feel you're gonna need to clip that part out before you post this.
No, that's gonna be the end of the clip. That's going out. That's going live. That's hot.
Hot take.
Hot mic, hot take. Let's go.
So far tonight, we have titles for articles of "Don't sleep with fish" and "I'm a racist."
It's subpar news once again.
All right, are we ready for the next story?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Oh, it comes to us from Florida. You know I'm ready.
Getting you want me to
Fearing
hey,
Go ahead.
Ghost wants me to go back to the story of getting my ass licked by a dog.
Yeah, go ahead, tell it. Tell
I
it. While
mean,
you tell that story, I'll go grab a glass of water.
yeah, that's fine. That's a different story. It's a very
All right,
different.
did you tell your story?
Yeah, oh yeah, and there's another one left in the open, but that's fine.
Okay, good.
You gotta leave him on the hook.
Good. All
Um,
right, everyone. This next story is coming to us from Florida, and fearing the tips could get lost, a sheriff halts Facebook comments. Now, this story could go a couple of different ways, given that it's from Florida, but let's hope it goes PG and not R. A Florida sheriff's office has turned off public comments on its social media posts because authorities said too many people are reporting crimes there rather than calling 911 or submitting tips through the agency's website. The Pasco County Sheriff's Office has for years maintained a popular account on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, capitalizing on the popularity it gained from the A&E show Live PD. Terrible show, by the way. Look it up.
awful show.
And securing a copyright for the hashtag 9 p.m. routine. Ugh, wordy. Which is a nightly reminder for people to lock up their cars and houses in the Tampa Bay Times reported. Yeah, okay. Good tip. The agency has some 300,000 followers on Facebook and about 131,000 on Twitter in a county with 583,000 residents. I wonder how often they get trolled.
All
In
the
a
time.
Facebook post on Monday, Sheriff Chris Noko said they will no longer allow public comment out of fear the agency could miss life or death information. Social media was not designed for that purpose, Sheriff Chris Noko said in the post. To be clear, this was not a decision we take lightly. So they're taking things off because instead of getting tips through regular lines and 911 calls, people are going to Facebook. And who the fuck posts a 911 emergency on Facebook?
No one does, and what people are doing, and a lot of anti-police groups do, is effectively go like when they post things about drug busts and stuff that the general populace is just like, yeah, fucking stop it. Um,
Yeah.
they'll just overload the police department with all sorts of bogus comments and reports and shit like that. So all their tracking software and all their tips and all their stuff related to the case get lost. It's effective. It's basically jury nullification when the jury is the court of public opinion.
Gotcha.
So it's a very effective, clearly because they have to turn off the comments. And you're gonna,
Right.
we've been
In other
seeing
words,
this.
it was working.
It was working, yeah. So fuck the police.
Damn right. A cab.
All
The
cops.
change was prompted by, hold on, go back up just a little bit. Right there. The change was prompted after his 3-member public information team began posting more social media notices about missing persons and runaway teens, Noko said. These posts drew overwhelming comments from people reporting crimes and leaving tips in social media threads. However, with continued growth in our county and the need to continue to provide resources and serve our growing population, there was not a possibility to hire the people that would be required to monitor our social media platforms on a consistent 24/7 basis for 365 days a year. I feel like they meant they couldn't hire enough people to remove all the bad comments. Some
Right.
criticized the decision before the comments were cut off, according to the Tampa Bay Times. If people weren't comfortable using other formats to leave tips before, they won't be comfortable with it now. It will just leave you with less tips, one user wrote. Valid point. It's almost like you want to discourage people from providing information. Go think. Well, yeah, that means then they can ask for more money as well. We couldn't solve crimes because we didn't have enough resources.
Yeah.
The sheriff also noted the unfortunate growth in negative and hurtful comments, especially directed to runaways. I'm pretty sure they were directed at the cops failing to find those runaways. He said that these kinds of comments can be hurtful to those individuals and their families who are often looking for needed assistance. Imagine for a moment that if
Wow.
it was your loved one had gone missing and you were desperate to find them, but instead of seeing help, you seen commentary about their upbringing, their looks, or their type of picture that was provided to law enforcement, the sheriff wrote. While all social media platforms will will be a one-way communication tool from now on, spokeswoman Amanda Hunter told the Times. They'll also provide breaking news updates through a new blog-style website.
Yeah, you know what though? They do have a point about the missing persons thing. I just witnessed this on Facebook myself. We have a couple groups that are dedicated toward helping finding missing people. And right now everyone's all in a hubbub around here about what the fuck's her name? Montgomery something, whatever. It's a little girl. She's been missing for 2 years. They arrested the parents.
Hold on, let me guess. Missing white girl.
Missing white girl, yes. And the whole goddamn fucking city's up in arms about it. People like there's like hundreds of thousands of dollars offered as a reward for tips and all this shit. And someone posted a thing, and she was like third on the list, and the first two were two black girls who were runaways, or not even runaways. They just said it just said missing, and every single comment was, "Oh, why are those girls on top? We know they're just runaways. They were just talking down about these fucking missing girls. They have no idea what the story or the context is to them being missing or whatever. They were just upset that two black girls were on the missing list, and we weren't talking about a precious little white girl."
Well, maybe because if people would stop getting in an uproar only whenever a fucking little white girl goes missing and pasting it everywhere and not treat everyone the same, we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah.
But every time a little white girl goes missing, it makes fucking national news and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, a Latina person goes missing or a black girl goes missing or
they're runaways or they're illegal
Yes.
anyway or whatever.
Yes.
Like, it absolute fucking garbage nonsense, all these fucking boomers on Facebook. So in situations like that, I could understand just being like, fuck all y'all. You're not allowed to comment. Like, this is fucking bullshit.
Agreed. I can agree with that. Yeah.
I can see that. Not that I want to side with the police here, but I can understand if it. I can see now how that would negatively impact an actual investigation. Many indigenous girls go missing too. Yeah, no one talks about all the shit that goes on and off the reservations and all that shit. They just talk about, like, you see articles about people going like, "Oh yeah, we're outside of a reservation. It's horrible." Blah blah blah. Like, it's always negative talking about people of color.
And that's the thing, Ghost. When someone goes missing, who cares what fucking color they are?
Right.
But really and truly, here in America, there is a clear level of difference between white girl gone missing and everybody else.
Yeah. And a lot of times too, they don't realize that a lot of these people, a lot of these kids that are running away are getting away from horrible situations.
Correct.
And they get treated like criminals.
Yep.
Without any even look at the people that were probably causing the problem, i.e. their parents, their step-parents, their family, or whoever might have kidnapped them or whatever. So they already have no incentive to seek help because it's a nightmare to navigate.
I tell you what, Ghost. One thing, if you want to see some shady shit that happens here that nobody talks about, look up Fort Hood in Texas and the people that have gone missing from there in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It is a military base, and multiple people have gone missing from this military base. Most of them women.
Yep. I wonder what that's all about. It's fucked up. Human trafficking is still a real problem. A lot of people think it's the elites, and there's some like crazy pedophile ring running the country or something. And I don't think that's entirely true. A lot of the people that are abducting and selling kids and trafficking people, it's their families. It's their friends.
A lot of that shit does start with families.
It's fucked up. It's and people don't want to admit it. People don't want to talk about it. So they point to an invisible boogeyman that they can all get mad at because that's easier for them, I guess. Rather than trying to do something about it.
Yeah, and like A Squared said, 3 dozen women in 10 years have gone missing at Fort Hood. All of them were military.
Yeah, it's fucked up.